Good morning, I'm Mike Foreman. I'm Director of the Office of Environmental Education at the Department of Conservation and Recreation, and also a faculty member of the Virginia Natural Resources Leadership Institute.
I'm Richard Conti. I'm the Chief Wonder Officer of the Science Museum of Virginia.
Nice. What a great title.
Yeah, I get a lot of mileage out of that.
Well, for the last 16 years, we've been conducting this 9-month, 6-session course that deals with conflict resolution, mediation, group process, but also natural resources issues that are pertinent to advancing the environmental issues in the Commonwealth, such as agriculture and coal mining and uranium mining, those issues that are up and bubbling up. We try to deal with them, teach people how to collaborate and deal effectively with those issues. Today is one of, sometimes we have 2 alumni events a year. This is one of those in this particular year, and we come to the Science Museum because it's a center of learning, a center of innovation, and we're going to learn about neuro-linguistic programming today. We're going to hear from some alumni on what we call TED Talks, our short talks on leadership, and it's just going to be a grand day. We have about 50 people registered, so we're looking forward to the day.
I'm Tanya Dankla-Cobb. I'm Director of the Institute for Environmental Negotiations at the University of Virginia. My grounding and training is as a mediator at the community level and a large group facilitator. I am so excited to introduce Jamie Reeser, who is going to be giving the training today for our Natural Resources Leadership Institute. It is a brand new topic that the Leadership Institute has never looked at, and I'm excited because it is really going to help people with their conflict resolution techniques.
Thank you for having me here today and for the opportunity to speak about neuro-linguistic programming, NLP as it's known for short, in the context of environmental problem solving. Our environmental problems, while we may talk about them in terms of context, landscapes or species, whether that's plants or animals, ultimately the driving factor behind all of our environmental issues are people's beliefs, people's behaviors. The field of NLP has an important role to play in the environmental dialogue because it is a field focused on people and explicitly how to understand how people relate to particular contexts, to the world around them, to each other, and to their own internal mental maps of the world, and how that influences their belief systems and their behaviors. Once we have that understanding in place, we can understand how to make changes that are congruent with the individual and congruent with the context in which the individual finds themselves. So that's a little bit of what we hope to focus on today.
What my hope is for today is that people will come away with a new skill in their toolbox that will really ramp up their awareness of what's going on with the people in the room.
Right.
And how can they use that new awareness to problem solve, to help the problem solving be more successful.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the classic challenges we find in environmental conflict, if we look at the content, people may actually be in more agreement than is readily apparent in the dynamics taking place in the process. And that may come out of something as simple as one group of stakeholders happens to be motivated to move away from problems. They see a problem, they want to move away from it. The other group of stakeholders is motivated towards solutions. They're looking into the horizon for things to resolve the situation at hand, to make things better. And simply because you have one group that wants to talk about the problem set, because they're motivated by seeing the problem explicitly, and you've got another group of people that wants to talk solution, you've got a polarizing factor taking place. When we can reframe the conversation such that it recognizes both the need to move away from the problem as well as the need to move towards solutions, to be visionary, you've got a better chance of meeting the profiles that are natural to both stakeholder groups and thus moving the entire group forward collectively.
It's brilliant, and I'm going to use this actually on Thursday, where I have that dynamic happening in a situation that I'm facilitating. So I'm really excited to be learning from you, Jamie, and thank you for being with us. I really appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to it today.